All right, I've already wasted too much time today telling stupid stories, so we're going right to the video. We're going to start out with review, okay? So here we just divide each side by 6. What's 216 divided by 6? It's 36, I think. Can somebody confirm that? Yeah, it is. It is. Take the square root of both sides. And where are we going to make this mistake on the test when we're rushing? We're going to call this answer 6. But what's the real answer? Yes, there's 2 answers. Okay? Got it? All right, look, remember, there's no equal sign here. You're just practicing. So you got to read the directions. All they want you to do is practice, complete the square. So half of 22 is 11 squared. That's 121. And then I won't skip a step, but I don't mind it if you guys do. That's how that thing factors. So the final answer is, and that is why it's called completing the square. Okay? Let's do another one. Half of negative 30, negative 15 squared, that's 225. You get x minus 15 times x minus 15, which is x minus 15 squared. That was 4, you know, and 5. I'm skipping around. 4 and 5. Sorry, you can't see from over there. All right, now we're doing 9, okay? Moving on to number 9. All right, this one's hard because it's got a fraction. So I would just change that fraction to a decimal. What's 3/4 as a decimal? 0.75. So x squared minus 2x minus, what if you didn't know that was 0.75 and you wanted to put that in your calculator? Just 3 divided by 4 equals, okay? All right, so remember, the strategy here is get the x's by themselves. X squared minus 2x equals 0.75. What I did there was I add 0.75 to both sides. Okay? This gets weird. Like, this confused people first bell. What's half of negative 2? Negative 1. And what's negative 1 squared? They just couldn't believe a 1 would go there, because normally that number is really big. Okay? That's how you do it. It still works. I got to add a 1 to both sides, though, because now it says solve. This is an equation. Okay? So this is x minus 1 squared equals 1.75. Okay? That's the completing the square step. Now what do I do? Square root both sides. Do me a favor. Can you guys do the square root of 1.75? I'm just going to write it as a decimal. What do you get? 1.3228. Okay, so we get x minus 1 equals 1.3228. Add 1 to both sides, and you get x equals, okay, you get 1.3228 plus 1, or negative 1.3228 plus 1. So the answers are 2.3228 or 0.3228. Okay? Now, Meg, hit the lights again. Let's practice again how we would do that without doing any work. We would type in x squared minus 2x minus 0.75. Graph it. Okay, so it hits twice. Second, calc, 0. Get above the line or the left bound, hit enter. Get below the line, hit enter. Would you like for me to guess? Yes. Look what we get. Well, bam. Exactly what we got here. You see it? Okay, then I hit second, calc, 2 again. Move my little water bug over. Hit enter. Move it up above the line. Hit enter. Hit enter. 2.3228. It's America. You can do whichever way you want. Okay? Got it? All right, we got one more. This is what's new about today. Sorry, things got all messed up. All right, we'll do two more. Here's the trick on these. It's not a big deal. Just divide everything by 2 on both sides. That leaves you with x squared plus 6x plus 9 equals 0. At this point, you could use your calculator if you wanted. This one's actually pretty easy, because this is a perfect square. Do you recognize that? How do you factor this thing? Looking for two numbers that multiply to be 9 and add to be 6. What are they? X plus 3 times x plus 3. So x equals, well, here, I guess, I don't want to do that. Here, x plus 3 squared equals 0. Next step, square root both sides. You get x plus 3 equals 0. So what does x equal again? -3. Now maybe you're concerned, because why would you be concerned right now? There's only one answer. Excellent, Alex. So when that happens, I go back to my little blanket here, which I call my blanket because it's my graphing calculator, and I'm just going to put in this into my calculator. X squared plus 6x plus 9. Graph it. Check out how many times it hits the axis. Just once. You see that? And where does it hit it at? Does it look like? -3. Now I got confidence that I did it right. You understand? All right, one more. Number 13. Divide everything by -0.2. That leaves you a positive x squared. 0.4 divided by negative is negative, and it's 2. 0.8 divided by negative is a negative, and it's 4. So now we have that. X squared minus 2x minus 4 equals 0. It looks like it's factorable, but it's not. So you get x squared minus 2x equals 4. Here's another weird completing the square here. What's half of -2? -1. What's -1 squared? Just straight up 1. Okay? This gives you x minus 1 squared equals 5. Square root both sides. I'm just going to rewrite this over here. If I square root both sides, I get x minus 1 is the square root of 5. Add 1 to both sides. Sorry, it's plus or minus the square root of 5. Add 1 to both sides, and you get x is plus or minus square root of 5 plus 1. You could also write that as x equals radical 5 plus 1 and negative radical 5 plus 1. Whichever one makes more sense to you. You don't have to write them both. Okay? Thanks for your hard work. Have a great weekend. Make good decisions. Boom! Boom!